Morning all. I am Vinitha from Wales Multitech, Dr. Rangarajan, Dr. Sakuntala Engineering College from the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. Today we are going to discuss about the topic is analytics life cycle. So now we are going to discuss about life cycle of data analytics. So in today's digital age, there is a plenty of raw data being generated every second from various sources, such as social media, websites, sales transactions, etc. This massive amount of data can be overwhelming without proper management. That's where data analysis comes into play. In the article, we will uncover the definition of data analysis, its benefits, the complete data analysis process, some real world examples, and top data analysis tools that will help you to get familiar with the field. So, first, we can see about the image source. Data analysis is examining, cleansing, transforming, and modeling data to discover useful information, inform conclusions, and support the decision-making process. It is a crucial aspect of any business as it helps in data-driven decisions based on facts and statistics rather than gut instincts. Some of the key benefits we can discuss above. It helps organizations make better decisions by providing with accurate and up-to-date date information. Business can identify areas where they can streamline process and reduce large tasks. So likewise, there are so many benefits of using the data analytics. So in this data analytics, first phase, we are going to discuss about what is discovery in data analytics. So the data analytics lifecycle was designed to address big data problems and data science projects. The process is repeated to show the real projects. To address the specific demands for conducting analysis on big data, the step-by-step methodology is required to plan the various tasks associated with the acquisition, processing, analysis, and recycling of data. So coming to discovery, so the data science team is trained and researches the issue. So create and we have to create context and gain understanding. So and we have to learn about the data resources that are needed and accessible to the project. So for example, if we are going to predict the future, whatever it may be, the future cases. So on comparing that we have to get the data from the correct resources of the methodology, and the team comes up with the initial hypothesis which can be later confirmed with evidence, and the team formulates the initial hypothesis that can be later tested with the data. Next, phase 2, we are going to discuss about the data preparation. So data preparation is the process of gathering, cleaning, transforming, and modeling data with the goal of making it ready for analysis as part of data visualization or business intelligence. So data preparation is an important step in data analytics as well as business intelligence. It's also a core function of business analytics. So it is the most basic term. Preparation means make sure that data from multiple sources can be combined seamlessly into a single useful source. So that usually requires unifying and normalizing data so that it can be used for further analysis and reporting. So we will be having so many benefits of doing data preparation, and also this is the toughest part in the data science, the data preparation is. So centralizing repository for all data. This makes it easier to discover relevant data sets without having to remember where they were located or manually copy them into one place. It also helps you avoid duplicating effects when multiple people need the same information. And we will be using some of the data preparation tools, that is Microsoft Power BI, Tableau, and SAP Data Intelligence, etc. Next phase is 3, model planning. Model planning in phase 3 of life cycle phases of data analytics, where team determines methods, techniques, and workflow. It intends to follow for subsequent model building phase. During the phase, the team refers to hypothesis developed during discovery, where they first become with data and understanding business problems of domain area. So, and also we can have some common tools that we can use in the model planning phase, that is R, SQL, WPublic, etc. So next phase number 4, model building. So model building is an essential part of data analytics and is used to extract insights and knowledge from the data to make business decisions and strategies. So in this phase of the project, data science team needs to develop data sets for training, testing, and production purposes. These data sets enable data scientists to develop an analytical method and train it while holding aside from the data set from the model. So, and we can divide the data set into two parts. And the first one is training data set, and the next one is test data set. So next phase is communication result. So communication plays a vital role in both professional and personal settings. The ability to communicate effectively is essential for success in the workplace. Being able to promote oneself professionally through networking and effective communication is important for progressing in one's career. So in personal, the ability to communicate emotions and ideas is imperative for building relationships and making connections with others. So, communication in its many different modes plays an integral role in the connections made between individuals in society. The team should determine the most important findings, quantify their value to the business, and create a narrative to present findings and summarize them to all stakeholders. And also coming to this life cycle, communication also plays a main role in the life cycle of analytics, because when we communicating with some other, we will get to know that what are all the success that we are going to face, and what are all the failure that we are going to happen, so we can predict all the information through communication. So next phase is operationalize. Data operationalize refers to the process of implementing and integrating data driven insights. So next is, so this is the life cycle of data analytics process. So what are all the steps that we have discussed previously? So it goes as the cycle, like discovery, data preparation, model planning, model building, communication result, and operationalize. So whatever the prediction that we are going to do in the future, so we have to get all the data. We have to get all the data from the resource, and we have to come along with this data analytics process. Then we will be reaching to the what is the prediction that we are going to find in the future. So next we are going to discuss about the types of business analytics. The first one is descriptive analytics, second one is diagnostic analytics, and third one is predictive analytics, fourth one is prescriptive analytics, and the last one is cognitive analytics. So let's discuss each and every analytics with examples. So next, first one we are going to see is descriptive analytics. So descriptive analytics is the process of using current and historical data to identify trends and relationships. It's sometimes called the simplest form of data analysis because it describes trends and relationships but does not dig deeper. So we can see one example about descriptive analytics, traffic and engagement reports. If your organization tracks engagement in the form of social media analytics or web traffic, you're already using descriptive analytics. So these reports are created by taking raw data generated when users interact with your website, advertisements, or social media content, and using it to compare current metrics to historical metrics and visualize trends. For example, you may be responsible for reporting on which media channels drive the most traffic to the product page of your company's website. So using descriptive analytics, you can analyze the page's traffic data to determine the number of users from each source. You may decide to take it one step further and compare traffic source data to historical data from the same sources. This can enable you to update your team on movement, for instance, highlighting that traffic from paid advertisements increased 20% of year over year. So next analytics is diagnostic analytics. So a diagnostic analytic is the process of using data to determine the causes of trends and correlations between variables. It can be viewed as a logical next step after using descriptive analytics to identify trends. Diagnostic analysis can be done manually using an algorithm or with statistical software, such as software Excel. And we can discuss the example of diagnostic analytics. So we can see how the examining market demand. So one use case of diagnostic analytics is determine the reasons behind product demand. For example, take meal kit subscription company HelloFish. The company gathers millions of data points from global users, including information about geographic location, disclosed demographic data, meal type, flavor preferences, and typical order and timing. HelloFresh team uses this data to identify relationships between trends in customer attributes and behavior. As a hypothetical example, imagine the HelloFresh Fresh team identifies a Skype in fish-based recipe orders. After conducting diagnostic analysis, they find that the attributes most highly correlated with ordering fish recipes are identifying as female and living in the northeastern United States. So likewise, we can use this diagnostic analytics wherever it necessary. So next, we are going to discuss about the predictive analytics. Predictive analytics is the use of data to predict future trends and it uses historical data to forecast potential scenarios that can help drive strategic decisions. The predictions could be for the near future, for instance, predicting the malfunction of a piece of machinery later that day, or the more distant future, such as predicting your company's cash flows for the upcoming year. Next, we are going to discuss about the prescriptive analytics. Prescriptive analytics has been called the future of data analytics, and for good reason. This type of analysis goes beyond explanations and predictions to recommend the best course of action moving forward. It's especially useful in driving data informed decision making. And there are four key types of data analytics as we discussed earlier: descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive. So now we are going to see about the prescriptive analytics. When used in business, data analytics is often called business analytics. All four types can be used in tandem to create a full picture of the story data tells. You can start by describing trends you're seeing, dig deeper to understand why those trends are occurring, and make informed predictions about whether the trends will recur. Predictive analytics takes things one step further and presents action you can take meet organization's goals. So, prescriptive analytics is the process of using data to determine an optimal course of action. By considering all relevant factors, this type of analysis yields recommendations for next steps. Because of this, predictive analytics is a valuable tool for data-driven decision making. And also, machine learning algorithms are often used in predictive analytics to pass through large amounts of data faster and often more efficiently than humans can. Using if and else statements, algorithms comb through data and make recommendations based on a specific combination of requirements. At your company, you can use predictive analytics to conduct manual analysis, develop algorithms, or use third-party analytics tools with built-in algorithms. So now we can discuss some examples that we are using in the predictive analytics. So first we are going to discuss about sales. How the predictive analytics are used in sales to predict the lead scoring. So predictive analytics plays a prominent role in sales through lead scoring, also called lead ranking. Lead scoring is the process of assigning a point value to various actions along the sales funnel, enabling you or an algorithm to rank leads based on how likely they are to convert into customers. So there are so many actions that we can assign value to include like page views, email interactions, site researches, and content engagement such as webinars, downloading ebooks, watching videos, etc. When assigning each action a point value, assign the highest number of points to those that imply purchase intent. For instance, visiting a product page, and negative points to those that reveal non-purchase intent. For those viewing job postings on your site. So now we have divided into two things. One is the points that we are going to give through the positive and the points that we are going to give as the negative. So this can help prioritize outreach to leads most likely to convert into customers, potentially saving your organization time and money. And also we can discuss the same predictive analytics how we are using in the banking for fraud detection. So nowadays we are getting so many fraud calls like money transaction, all those things. So all those things, it comes under prescriptive analytics. So another algorithm used for prescriptive analytics is the detection of flagging of rank fraud. With the sheer volume of data stored in a bank system, it would be nearly impossible for the person to manually detect suspicious activity in a single account. So an algorithm trained using customers' historical transaction data analysis and scans new transactional data for anomalies. For instance, but this month charge on your credit card. So whatever the credit card charges or whatever the maybe the debit card charges, we are doing the transaction by using historical transaction. We can do some data analysis. So the algorithm analyzes pattern in your transactional data, alerts the bank and provides a recommended course of action. In this example, the course of action may be to cancel the credit card as it would have been stolen. So if the credit card may be stolen or maybe it may happen unknown transaction, so that we can go to the cancellation process. So next is we are going to discuss about the cognitive analytics. So combining artificial intelligence and data analytics, cognitive analytics is one of the newest types of business analytics. And cognitive analytics covers multiple analytical techniques to analyze large data sets and monitor customer behavior patterns. So when coming to the real world example, when IBM Watson made its public debut back in 2011, on the game show. So average viewers were stunned at its ability to quickly and answer questions. So today, cognitive computing impacts every area of our lives, from travel, sports, and entertainment to fitness, health, and wellness, including the health of our pets. In the following, you will learn about 6 companies showcasing cognitive computing in these various industries. So entrepreneurs from the wide variety of industries have already created products and services based on cognitive technologies. Their business models provide good examples for some of the ways these applications will enhance and transform our lives in the future. So far, these are all the topics that we have covered and we have seen with some real world examples. Thank you.